deer so I care. And I'm like, I like that. And he's like, yeah, it's barely big enough for deer. It's not big enough for elk. He's like, you need the one I had, the 7 mag. And I'm like, apparently that was not good enough for deer either. Wife's like, that's me. I'm like, I gave him 6 months before I make jokes.
That's funny. All right, you ready? All right, I'm going to call this Planning and Zoning Commission to order. First up, Pledge of Allegiance. So please rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next we're going to have roll call.
Brian Peters.
Here.
Randy Barnes.
Here.
Leslie Miller.
Here.
Kathleen Short. Here.
Okay, and I need a motion to excuse Commissioners Slosher, Hamilton, and Bray.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, I need a motion to approve the minutes.
I move to approve the minutes as stated.
I
second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, public comments on non-agenda items. This is an opportunity for the members of the public to address the commission and listen. So are there any members of the public who would like to speak on non-agenda items? Okay, and just a reminder, those who do wish to address the commission, please fill out the comment card and hand it to the commission secretary. Next, we have disclosure of ex parte communications. Is there any? Okay. Old business, we have none. New business, we have case, agenda item 8.1, case 14200-0002.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, Commission members. This is a rezoning for a piece of property. This is Litchfield Road, Community Park, fire station right here. To the south, we have a garden office complex, and to the north and west, we have existing residential development within Palm Valley. This property here, this undeveloped property, is a little over 5 acres. About this northern portion, about 3 acres, proposed for a church. The church would like to sell off the remainder that they do not need for their campus, which is a little over 2 acres. This property is zoned medium-density residential with an allowance for a church. What they would like to do is sell off this roughly 2-acre piece, rezone it to commercial office, with the proposal that what is down here to the south would be replicated here across the street to the north. General plan designation for this property is residential and commercial, and again in the PAD, the Palm Valley PAD, we are looking at residential land use designation. And this is the proposed development plan. On the northern half, you can see the church campus here. And on the south, that they'd be looking at is maybe 2 parcels that they could have developed with commercial office. And in the future, what they would have would be shared parking and cross-access agreements. So all these parking spaces here could be used for the church, for Sunday services, but then for the offices during the week. Neighborhood meeting was held on June 19th. There was no opposition voiced on this proposal. To date, staff has not received any public inquiries on this application. We do find a rezoning is consistent with the general plan, is consistent with the Palm Valley PAD, and it will not adversely impact the surrounding area. As such, Mr. Vice Chair, we are recommending approval, subject to the one stipulation in the staff report.
Okay, any questions for Steve?
No comments from the neighbors to the southwest? Everyone was happy?
No, sir, no comments from any of the surrounding neighbors. Nothing in opposition. There were some neighbors in support who came to the neighborhood meeting.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Unless there's any other questions. All right. Any members of the public who'd like to speak on this item? Okay. With that, I'm going to close the public hearing. And is there any commission discussion? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we approve item 14-200-00002.
I second it.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, agenda item 8.2, case 142000003. Steve.
Okay, Mr. Vice Chair, Commission members, we're in the Canyon Trails development now. We have Citrus Road here, Yuma Road, parcel G2 within Canyon Trails Unit 4 West is this parcel right here. Basically undeveloped except for 3 lots in this corner. The applicant would like to finish up development of this parcel. And what they are looking at is a final plat that had a lot width of 50 feet. And in their inventory, the smallest width house they had was 37 feet wide. So in discussions with staff, they looked at the required 5 and 10-foot side yard setbacks, which would not work with that 37-foot wide house product. So what the request is to change the side yard setbacks just for this parcel G2 from the 5 and 10 with 15 feet between homes to 5 and 8 feet with 13 feet between homes. And with that change, if approved, would allow the home builder to place that 37-foot wide house on these lots. Basically, you have 100 lots, 3 that are developed, so the change would apply to those 97 remaining lots. For this application, the neighborhood meeting was required. That was held on June 26th. No one attended that meeting from the neighborhood. To date, with the advertisement for the neighborhood meeting for this public hearing, staff has not received any public inquiries on the request. And the applicant has been working to contact the existing residences, and they have received a letter of support from this existing residence here, but they have no objection to the reduced setbacks within this parcel. With that, Mr. Chairman, we find that the request is limited in scope. We do not think that it will adversely impact the surrounding area, any of these residential properties. It should not adversely impact the continued development of parcel G2. As such, we are recommending approval subject to the 3 stipulations in the staff report.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for Steve?
I have a question. Steve, so will there be more houses or less houses in that parcel? Will there be more or fewer?
Vice Chair, Commission members, there will be just the same amount of, no other changes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any member of the public who wishes to speak on this item? Nope. Applicant, anybody? Okay. With that, I'm going to close the public hearing and any commission discussion. All right, and with that, I'll take a motion.
I make a motion that we approve case number 14-210 -00003 with stated stipulation.
Second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 8.3, PG 113-500-0009. Preliminary plat for LCBO parcel.
To Vice Chair, Commission members, we are now looking at property within the El Cedro Planned Area Development, which was approved in 2007. And here we have Lower Buckeye Road, Cotton Lane, MC 85. And this here is proposed property owned by the City of Goodyear for proposed 303 through this area. And what we're looking at is a preliminary plat for El Cedro, parcel here on the east side of Cotton, with the majority here on the west side. Preliminary plat was also approved for El Cedro for this area in 2007. Final plats were approved in 2008, but those were not recorded with the county. With some of the changes that have gone on since that time, especially with the flood control district, their drainage channel running through this area, the applicant decided that the best course of action was to resubmit the preliminary plat. So that is that application before you this evening. Tonight's preliminary plat is generally consistent with the one approved in 2007, a little less acreage and about 63 less lots, but overall the configuration of the streets, the lots, is generally the same. This is general overview of what they're proposing, variety of lot sizes within the different parcels throughout El Cedro. And overall, we're looking at 1,260 lots throughout this area. And this is their open space and amenities. Overall, it's about 58 acres of open space, which is 18% of the project area. And this is one of their main parks here, a central park located for the El Cedro residents, along with several other mini parks dispersed throughout the overall development. You'll see several stipulations in the staff report. There are, with the water and wastewater services to the site, there are issues that they will need to address with the city. So you'll see that with the references to the development agreement throughout the staff report and throughout the stipulations. So that's just something that prior to final plat approval, they will need to come with the city and discuss and have approved. With that, though, Mr. Vice Chair, we have reviewed this preliminary plat application. We do find it meets the technical requirements of the city, our design guidelines, engineering design guidelines, our subdivision regulations. We are recommending approval to the stipulations in the staff report, as well as the two changes presented in the memo before you. So, with that, Mr. Chairman, staff's available for questions, as is the applicant.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Are there any questions?
The school district to the north, no comments from the district.
No, sir, no comments from
Is
the
that,
district.
is that all for you out there?
The high school?
Yeah, is it part of that school district? Okay.
Any additional questions? Would the applicant like to address the commission?
Only if you have any questions.
Any questions for the applicant? Okay, any other members of the public? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and take a motion on agenda item 8.3.
I will move that we approve agenda item, oops, I'm on the wrong one. PZ 13-500-0009.
Is that with the additional stipulation?
With the additional stipulations.
And a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 9, staff communications.
Anything? You don't got anything?
I want the record to show that I beat Luke Schlosser's time. 15 minutes, that's the new record. So
Was 14
appreciate
minutes.
everybody coming out tonight. 14 minutes, even better, the official record over there.